lovies, happy Saturday. Today we're getting into John chapter 8. This chapter contains profound teachings and interactions that Jesus had with the people and the religious leaders of his time. In verses 1 through 11, Jesus goes to the Mount of Olives, and early in the morning he returns to the temple courts, where all the people gather around him. The teachers of the law and the Pharisees bring a woman caught in adultery before him, testing him to see whether or not he will uphold the law of Moses, which commands stoning. Jesus responds, "Let any one of you who is without sin be the first to throw a stone at her," which is in John chapter 8, verse 7. One by one, the accusers leave. Jesus then tells the woman in verse 11, "Then neither do I condemn you. Go now and leave your life of sin." Then in verses 12 through 20, Jesus declares, "I am the light of the world. Whoever follows me will never walk in darkness, but will have the light of life," which is in John chapter 8, verse 12. The Pharisees then challenge him, questioning the validity of his testimony. Jesus explains that his testimony is valid and that the Father testifies on his behalf. Then in verses 21 through 30, Jesus predicts his departure and warns of the consequences of unbelief. He emphasizes that he speaks just of what the Father has taught him, and many come to believe in him as he speaks. Jesus then speaks to the Jews who had believed in him, saying, "If you hold to my teaching, you are really my disciples. Then you will know the truth, and the truth will set you free," which is in John chapter 8, verse 31 through 32. They contest their need for freedom, proclaiming their lineage from Abraham. Jesus explains that anyone who sins is a slave to sin, but offers the freedom that comes through him. Then in verses 48 through 59, a heated exchange takes place where the Jews question Jesus' identity and accuse him of having a demon. Jesus explains to them that if God were truly their Father, that they would love Jesus because he has come from God. But he says instead, "For you are the children of your father the devil, and you love to do the evil things he does," which is in verse 44. He then emphasizes in verse 47, "Anyone whose father is God listens gladly to the words of God. Since you don't, it proves that you aren't God's children." Jesus then glorifies his Father and asserts his pre-existence with the bold statement, "Very truly I tell you, before Abraham was born, I am," which is in John chapter 8, verse 58, echoing the divine name of God. This chapter of John encourages us to reflect on forgiveness, the affirmation of Jesus' identity, his teachings of true freedom, and the transformative power of his words. Each interaction challenges us to consider the nature of sin, judgment, and redemption. I'll be back again tomorrow with chapter 9. I love you, and Jesus loves you more. Bye!